Hello everyone. So welcome to session 30, that is final session of IS Baba's rapid revision series of 500 high probable topics for prelims 2020. I am Pritham Reddy and I will be dealing with 10 important topics in this session which is very crucial for prelims examination this year. So first important topic is international tribes or communities which were in news recently. So first important tribe is Yanomami people. So this Yanomami people, they live in the rainforests and mountains of northern Brazil and southern Venezuela. So you have to know why this Yanomami people were in news. The main reason was due to illegal gold mining in the Yanomami land. And the special thing is this illegal gold what is mined in Yanomami land, it reaches to India. And this Yanomami people, they have appealed to Indians that the gold which has come from Yanomami territory is blood gold and gold at the cost of indigenous blood. Second important tribe or community which is in news is Berber, and it is an ethnic group indigenous to the North Africa. No need to remember why this Berber was in news. And Raba tribe, so Rabas, they are also called as Rava, and they are indigenous Mongoloid community of Nepal, Bhutan, Thailand, Myanmar and Bangladesh, and they are also found in Indian states of Assam, Meghalaya and West Bengal. So the language or dialect spoken by the Raba people is mostly Raba as well as Assamese. So next community or people in news is Kayopo people. So they are indigenous people in Brazil who inhabit a vast area spreading across the Amazon river and along Xingu river and its tributaries. So you have to remember they are indigenous people in Brazil and they are found across the Amazon river and along Xingu river and its tributaries. So this Kayopo, they use intricate black body paint, so covering their entire bodies, and they believe that their ancestors learned their social skills from the insects. So the black body paint allows them to blend into the surroundings and it will help them in hunting in the forest. So next, Uyghurs. So Uyghurs are a minority Turkic ethnic group who are originating from and culturally affiliated with the general region of Central and East Asia. And these Uyghurs are recognized as native to the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region of the People's Republic of China. However, China rejects the idea of them being an indigenous group, and these Uyghur communities are also found in Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan and several thousand live in Australia. You might have read about Rohingyas, so revise about Rohingyas also. And next important community is Chakma and Hajong. So these Chakmas are predominantly Buddhists, while Hajongs are Hindus, and they were inhabitants of the Chittagong hill tracts of erstwhile East Pakistan, that is now in Bangladesh. And these Chakmas and Hajongs, they migrated to India due to submergence of their land by the Kaptai Dam on Karnapuli River in 1960s, and due to religious persecution they faced in the East Pakistan as they were non-Muslims. So the Indian government set up relief camps in Arunachal Pradesh, and a majority of them continue to live there even after the 50 years. Next topic, we will be seeing some Indian tribes or community in news. So first one is Chenchus. Chenchus are particularly vulnerable tribal groups. They are PVTG and they live in dense jungles spread across Andhra and Telangana. And this Chenchus speak the Chenchu language, which is a member of the Dravidian language family. So remember, Chenchus live in Andhra and Telangana. So next important community is Taru community. So in Western Champaran district of Bihar, people belong to Taru tribal community have been observing a 60-hour lockdown for centuries. So the Taru community has adopted Barna as a tradition for protection of nature, that too for centuries. So during this period, neither does anyone enter the village nor leave home, and they believe that if they step out or if someone enters from elsewhere, the to and fro movement along with other routine activities of people can lead to the destruction of new plants and trees. So next you have to know about Great Andamanese tribe. So Great Andamanese are one of the 5 PVTGs, that is particularly vulnerable tribal group that reside in the Andaman archipelago. So the Great Andamanese, who number just 74, they speak Jeru among themselves. So you have to remember Jeru is the language. And you should also know the 5 PVTGs residing in Andaman. So 1, Great Andamanese, second, Jarawas, Third, Onges, Shompens, and Sentinelese. So the 5 PVTJs who are residing in Andamans are Great Andamanis, Jaravas, Onges, Shompens, and North Sentinelese. So among these 5, the Shompen and North Sentinelese, they live in isolation and they are difficult to reach out and to contact. And next important community are Kurumbas or Kurumbar. So they are designated scheduled tribe in the Indian states of Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So this Kurumbar are one of the earliest known inhabitants of the Western Ghats who are engaged in the collection of gathering of forest produce, mainly wild honey and wax. So next we'll know about Bonda community. So Bonda are a Munda ethnic group who live in the isolated hill regions of the Malkangiri district of southwestern Odisha. And this Bonda community, they are also found in the junction of 3 states, Odisha, Chhattisgarh and Andhra Pradesh. So these Bondas are a scheduled tribe of India and are also known as Remo, meaning people. And this Bonda community is one of the oldest and most primitive in mainland India, and their culture has changed little for more than 1,000 years. So they are one of the 75 primitive tribal groups identified. Also try to know about Dongaria Konds. Next is Irula community. So they are Dravidian ethnic group who are inhabiting the area of Nilgiri mountains, which is in Tamil Nadu. So these people of Irula ethnicity, they are called Irular and they speak Irula, which belongs to the Dravidian family. Next, Muduka or Mudugar tribe. So they are found in Kerala. Guttikoya tribe, they are found in Telangana and Chhattisgarh. And Tangam tribes, they are little known community within the largest Adi tribe of Arunachal Pradesh and they reside in the hamlet of Upper Siang district. And as per the UNESCO World Atlas of Endangered Languages, this Tangam, which is an oral language that belongs to the Tani group under the Greater Tibeto-Burman language family, is marked critically endangered. So these Tangams are now concentrated in only one village, that is Kuging village, with only 253 reported speakers. So Tangam tribe is important. Taru community is important. So next, Saharia tribe, it is a Rajasthani tribal community. It is easy to answer because Sahara desert. And next, Kattupanian tribe. So it is a diminutive tribal community. So this Kattupanian tribe, they habit the forested hills in the northern part of Malappuram district and adjoining Tamarase forest range of Kozhikode district in Kerala. And next, Tiva tribe. So Tiva is an indigenous community inhabiting the states of Assam and Meghalaya. And these Tiva people, they are also found in Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur and Nagaland. And Tivas are also called as Lalungs and they are recognized as a scheduled tribe in Assam. So Tiva or Lalung, they belong to Northeast. Next important topic is arts in news. So first important art is Nangyar Kuttu from Kerala. So this Nangyar Kuttu or Nangyar Kuttu is an allied tradition art of Kudiyattam, an age-old Sanskrit drama tradition of Kerala. So it is performed traditionally by the women of the Ambalavasi Nambyar community of Kerala known as Nangyaramma. And this Nangyar Kuttu, which is a Sanskrit drama tradition, is a solo performance with an antiquity of 1500 years and it is the sole domain of female artists. So the story for the performance are taken from Sri Krishna Charitam depicting the life of Lord Krishna and it has traditionally remained detached from the Ramayana. So the temple art reveals solely in the Krishna tales from the Bhagavata. So next, Chakyar Kuttu, which is a performance art from Kerala. So this Chakyar Kuttu is primarily a type of highly refined monologue where the performer narrates episodes from Hindu epics, especially Ramayana and Mahabharata, and stories from the Puranas. So this Chakyar Kuttu was originally performed in some Hindu temples and the art form, it derives the name after Chakyar community. So this Kuttu is extended form of Kudiyattam. While Kudiyattam is a full-time vocation for many, this Kuttu have few takers. So next, Mudiyettu. So Mudiyettu is again a traditional ritual theatre and folk dance drama from Kerala that enacts the mythological tale of a battle between goddess Kali and demon Darika. Next, Theyam. Theyam is also popular ritual form of worship in Kerala. And important point what we have to note is this Theyam is performed mainly by males. And except the Devakuttu Theyam, which is performed only by women. So next important art is Tirra or Theyam Tirra is a ritual dance performed in Kavu or Grove or temples of the Malabar region in Kerala state. See, most of the art forms they are from Kerala, so easy to remember. So try to just revise once. Maybe if we are lucky, we can expect a question from this area. Next, Nimalakunta puppetry, we have already covered about this one. So it's a leather puppetry. So Tolu Bammalata is also puppetry and it is associated with Andhra Pradesh. And this Nimalakunta puppetry, it has got GI tag in 2008. And Paditru Part 2, it is a classical temple poetic work and one of the 8 anthologies in the Sangam literature. And next, Arai Mandi. So Arai Mandi, it is perhaps the most important and hardest posture in Bharatanatyam. So the word Arai Mandi basically means half sitting posture and closely resembles with the Ayata Mandala. So this mandala is basically a body posture which may involve a small movement. And next important arts and handicrafts which are in news. So know about Madhubani paintings and some important embroidery styles, that is Chikan and Zardozi, which is from UP. And next important topic is some of the important reports which are in news, both international and national. So go through these particular tables and revise it before exam. It will definitely help. So I have compiled all the important health related reports, both international and national. So go through this and revise. So next important topic is important UNEP and World Bank initiatives. So go through all these initiatives. Just know the initiative names and associated international organization. So it will help to eliminate certain statements in the questions. Next, defense exercises which were in news. So there are many new exercises like Surya Kiran, Samudra Shakti, Sampriti. Okay, so again revise these tables, it will definitely help. So again I have compiled some defense and military exercises according to the Army, Air Force and Navy. So do revise. And next, GI tags, we had already dealt with 2019 GI tags, and there are some other GI tags which we got between 2019 to 2020 which were in news recently. So Kodaikana Malai Pundu from Tamil Nadu, Chakho, that is black rice from Manipur, and Gorakhpur terracotta from UP, Kashmir Saffron or Kashmir saffron from Jammu Kashmir, Thanjavur Pitwork Tamil Nadu, Telia Rumal handicraft from Telangana, and Sorai Kovar painting from Jharkhand. So these concludes our rapid revision series for prelims 2020, and I know there are many more important topics which can be added to the list. However, we have picked very important topics, and we would like to thank all Babaites for their love and positive criticism which keeps us encouraged and pushes us to bring the top-notch content. And we would like to tell you that a lot of thought process and research goes in picking up this right topics and especially quality content, and to align with the previous year questions and trends, and also to get those probable questions in upcoming examination. So we have tried our best to select very high probable topics with the aim to provide you with an arsenal of information so that you can enter exam hall with confidence and you will be able to solve the most difficult questions posed in front of you. And we suggest that before prelims you must have multiple revisions, and especially from 3 important areas. One is the rapid revision series, second 60 days plan, and third IRP. And after your prelims we will be starting with TLP, that is Think, Learn, Perform Phase 2 Mains Answer Writing free initiative on our website, and as well as paid initiatives like TLP Plus for Mains 2020 aspirants, and also TLP Connect, which is for 2021 aspirants, which includes prelims cum mains test series. And freshers who want to join, they can join either ECLP classroom program or ILP 2021 program. Okay, and after prelims we'll make sure that not a single day is wasted. So trust us, this will make a huge difference in your results this time, and we'll be waiting for you. And let's meet on our website after prelims to discuss about how was the prelims paper or solution to the questions or possible cutoff, etc. And until then, stay safe, be cool and confident, keep the josh high, be an achiever. All the best.